Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Bryant plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus GG XD, and this is going to be a post-Cyberstorm Access replay. We're going to see Bryant plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and decides to go first, 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Cyberstein, Soul Piercer, Ancient Gearbox, Prodigy, and Wagon. They have Branded in red, Gold Sark, Branded in white, Gimmick Puppet, and Branded Fusion. Okay, so they've decided to go a little bit higher on the engine, so I wonder if they have enough going second cards in their deck. Then they're going to go ahead, normal summon out Soul Piercer, and then go into Scarecrow, Soul Piercer effect, and then it's going to go ahead and search. So it's going to grab out a Samurai Bike, activate Samurai Bike, discard go search, grab out Soul Piercer, then Scarecrow, discard Gearbox, bring out Soul Piercer. Okay, activate Prodigy, and then Prodigy effect, summon and scale, and we're just going to see Jib admit defeat there. I think that's fair. This player is going to do big combo, especially with the Cyberstein in their deck too. Like, they're going to set up Exterio, which just shuts off 4 of the cards in their hand. This already shut itself off, and then we have Baron for the last card. But on to the next game now. We're going to go ahead. We are going to see Branded go first. Opening hands, we have Prodigy, Samurai Bike, Therion King, Ash, and Samurai Bike. They have Fusion Deployment. Oh my gosh, they have the Performer Pal 5, Rainbow Magician. I'll go over that effect in 1 second. Branded Fusion, Branded Lost, and Branded Opening. So you may ask, what does that Performer Pal card do? This card is just Mystic Mine. So it says you cannot Pendulum Summon, except from the extra deck. This effect cannot be negated. Each player applies one of these effects based on the number of set cards in their spell and trap zones. 0 cards in their spell and trap zones. All monsters they control cannot attack or activate their effects. 4 or more set cards, the attack of all monsters they control become double their original attack. So, if they don't have any set cards, they can't activate or attack. Superheavy Samurai can't play can only play monsters, so they can't play back row. So they have to Archina Eccentric out this, or set an artifact out this, or something like that. And then its monster effect is, if either player sets a spell or trap on your field while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can place this card in your Pendulum Zone. So this is a easy discard fodder. You can dump this from deck and then reset it. So they're going to go Branded Opening, discard the Rainbow, bring out the Guiding Quim, because this is treated as a Despia card at all times, and then activate the Quim effect. So this is when it's summoned, it can dump 1 Fallen of Albaz or 1 card that mentions it from the deck to the graveyard, and then anytime a card leaves the extra deck, you can target 1 Fallen of Albaz or monster that mentions it in your graveyard and special summon it. Both of the effects are once per turn. So they're going to dump Fallen of Albaz, go Branded Lost, Branded Fusion, Chain Ash Blossom, Set Deployment, Rainbow Effect to scale itself, and then they're just going to pass turn. That's kind of crazy that, wait, I guess, hold on, does it say set from hand? Set spell trap on your field while this card's in the graveyard. So couldn't we have just gone okay. So hear me out. We go Deployment in the Cartasia, and then we just combo, and then we Albion set from deck. But as I was saying that, I guess I realized, if we want to go for a route like that, that's just playing in the hand traps. We should just, set this card up, pass, put them on have Archina Eccentric. Otherwise, they're just also passing. And then next turn, we should be able to maybe draw into something. We can start attacking. We could draw another back row, activate Deployment, try to play. Said, I know it's okay for me. I don't know what you're going to do. Wishing I drew Eccentric. Yeah. I mean, if you even side it into this matchup. But, once this card gets more popular, it's kind of going to be mandatory to have at least something in the deck that can beat this card. But on to the next game. So that card is stupid. I was guessing you might be on Samurais. Testing Despio. Oh, it's true. They didn't even see what deck they were on game 1. So they might have had Archina Eccentric in the side. But next game, opening hands, we have Soul Piercer, Parallel, Soul Piercer, Bike, Veiler. I've seen some people be playing Parallel. I don't know. I don't think it's needed, but I mean, it's cool if you go first and you open it. Then they have Dark Ruler, Springen's Kip, Branded Fusion, Nadir Servant, Super Poly. Wow, okay. Activate Bike, discard, grab out Prodigy. Let's see what kind of end board they're going to set up this game, because we saw Cyberstein in their deck before, but that may just be like a game one thing. So they're going to go Parallel, Soul Piercer, Search, Parallel, Summon out Parallel, Overlay, go into Merrymaker, and then go into the Champion effect, go search for Therion King Regulus, and then after that, we're going to scale Prodigy effect, summon scale effect, grab out Soul Gaia booster, and then Scarecrow, discard Soul Piercer, summon Soul Piercer, make a cell, and then a cell 1, Soul Piercer 2, Prodigy 3, scale, search out Bike, summon out Bike from the graveyard, and then go in the floor. Activate the Soul Peacemaker, tribute the link, summon out Scales, and then Scales effect to summon back out Soul Piercer, overlay those, make Gear Giant X, and then effect, detach, grab out Cyberstein. Okay, so they are just simply going to go for Cyberstein. They also can't make this here because it takes 2 Earth machines, and this is a Fire machine. I don't think they're gonna catch that. Yeah, go grab Gearbox effect, but it's fine. That's just something for you to remember. Remember that it takes Earths. So search out Tunneler, and then Pendulum Summon. So that's gonna bring out 3 monsters. Cyberstein effect, pay 5k, bring out Exterio. And then they're going to link off into a 4 material Appaloosa, summon out Therion King, Fluor effect, pop the Soul Piercer effect, go search, and then it's going to grab out the Prodigy. We have Tunneler effect that we can use here, and they're also, I was going to say, this also has to target Earth machines, so they can't target the Springens and stuff. So they're going to go ahead, put back 5, and then draw. Sure, they put back the Ancient Gear card. I guess it's fine. Its effect is kind of cool with the scales. And then draw on the Droll and Wagon pass. They draw Mercarier. Wow, their hand is just nice. So Dark Ruler deal with the whole field, and then activate Branded Fusion. Well, I shouldn't say deal with the field, but you know, no negates. Then Fallen of Albaz, Tragedy, bring out Lubellion, Chainlink 2, Tragedy 1, Veiler 3, and then you're going to go Mercarier 4 to negate the Veiler. So go ahead, put back, bring out Mirror Jade, search for Aluber, and then drop Draw on Lockbird, Battle Phase, attack over Therion King. There's no damage. And then effect, yeah, if there was damage, they would just attack Appaloosa and GG. Dump Albion, banish the Nichiria Exterio, and then set Super Poly, End Phase, Albion effect, go set from deck, set Branded in red. Yeah, that drill definitely hurt, otherwise our Aluber and our Nadir Servant would have been live. Nadir Servant is a lot better if people aren't ending on Macrocosmos. The card is really good, and people's extra decks are more tight post Cyberstorm access, so then they don't have like cards in their extra deck that would work off Maximus the way that like Kashtira does. Like Kashtira has like Garua, Elder, they can even play other stuff. We've seen people play 4 targets for Prosperity in their deck. They draw Soul Piercer, activate Super Poly, go into Mud Dragon, and then go main phase, normal summon out Soul Piercer, link off, make Scarecrow, Soul Piercer effect, go search, and then it's gonna grab out Scales. Alright. And then Pendulum Summon, bring out Wagon, Scales, Prodigy, and then Scales effect, summon back out Soul Piercer, activate Branded in red, and then that's gonna grab back the Tragedy. Oh, they said target. Okay, yeah, go ahead, add back, and then make Guardian Chimera, Guardian Chimera 1, Tragedy 2, resolves. Okay, go search, and then grab Aluber, draw 1, draw Branded Fusion, pop the Scarecrow, pop the Prodigy. Okay, and then they're thinking here. What are they gonna do exactly? Something about this card that not a lot of people realize is the CYAC booster is when it's attached to the card, it actually treats it as a tuner. You know, it would take an extra body because you'd have to use this while it's equipped, but that is always an option. Switch to attack, go grab out Soul Peacemaker, and then overlay, make Babushka, pass. And this card is crazy versus branded because they don't play links normally. So they're going to draw Fallen of Albaz, Nadir Servant, dump Garua, grab Maximus, and then activate Garua effect to draw on the Shrouded Dragon. And then they're going to go Shrouded Dragon effect, dump Retribution, put back, draw opening, Retribution, banish, grab back Branded in red, and then set opening, set Branded in red, pass. I'm not going to lie, that Garua drawing the Shrouded Dragon was crazy there. They draw Valor, detach during standby phase, and then they're going to Pendulum summon, and then try to pass, end phase, branded opening, discard Aluber, summon out the Guardian Quem, pass, draw Karkura, and then they're just going to pass, draw Ghost Ogre, detach, pass, draw Fusion Deployment, activate Fusion Deployment. So that's going to bring out Blazing Cartagia. That's going to allow them to try to play on the opponent's turn after the Babushka will destroy itself. They draw Soul Piercer, Babushka goes, and then go main phase, summon Savage, Savage 1, Soul Piercer 2, Guiding Quem 3 to try to summon back out Fallen of Albaz. So summon out Fallen of Albaz, go search, grab out Samurai Bike, and then we get to equip the Appaloosa, and then they're going to go Fallen of Albaz effect, chain Ghost Ogre. Okay, it's like the best place to Ghost Ogre against that deck. Chain Blazing Cartagia, chain Savage Negate. And then now they're going to Pendulum. Also, this isn't a bad zone. I guess it doesn't matter because both of our Scarecrows aren't gone because we shuffled one back turn one. Yeah, so this definitely should not be summoned to where the Scarecrow points to. It should be summoned anywhere else on the field. So they're going to Pendulum. Bring out, well, that can't be Pendulum because it's level 1. And the scales, yeah, I was going to say, are 1 through 8. So they're going to bring out Bike, Soul Piercer, Prodigy, and then up next, use the Prodigy and the Bike to make the Ancient Gear. But you can't make this because it takes Earth Machines, which I don't think they're going to realize again because they didn't realize the first time. They're not going to realize this time, you know. Yeah, but this has the other effect I was talking about earlier, where you can target one spell trap you control and one face-up monster the opponent controls, destroy the target that you control, and if you do, change the opponent's monster's attack and defense to 0 until the end of the turn. So it's like a pretty cool effect. Make access code, and then access code, gang attack, Soul Piercer, go search. Then a resolution, Branded in red, grab back Aluber. Thinking about what to go into. They're going to go into Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade effect, banish access code, battle phase, attack over the Guardian Quem, and then end phase, Albion. And now this is looking really good for Branded. Grab Branded Lost, draw Fusion Deployment, activate Lost. They're going to Savage negate it. And then summon out Karkura by tributing, and then yeah, just GG's. They can just go battle phase there. They don't even need to keep playing. Said all I got is hand traps in deck. I messed up not putting the Gigantic back. He ran out of gas. Rematch question mark? Because the Gigantic can add back from graveyard. Said done for tonight. GG's. Wow. GG's. But yeah, we saw this player go for like the big extended board with pretty much everything on it. Not actually everything, but a lot on it. And then they got hit with Dark Ruler No More, which just cooks this deck if they end on a board like that. You could try to go for Spell Canceller to try to beat that. Yeah, it's like one scary thing about trying to play a deck list with like Dark Ruler, Super Poly, and all that. You know, you kind of have to have some hand traps in there. And they have to be like all high impact hand traps if you play Branded because you can't play that many hand traps. And there's not actually that many like super high impact hand traps in this format, it seems. Especially with like this not being the only deck. Like there's also Purely, and Purely's a scary deck. But with all that being said, seeing how long the match was, oh, it was about 48 minutes long. I feel like I already said that, but whatever. With that being said, the DB Grind is signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.